Alright, so this is everything Tesla, and I just want to talk about Tesla build quality today. I don't think that build quality is a big enough problem to not get the car. So with that, let's go through some of the build quality issues. Alright, so starting with the outside of the car, I'll show some issues with potential build quality. So the first thing right here is in this light here, in the bottom of it, stuff kind of does get in, and there's actually some like physical stuff, there's actually some physical stuff like right below here. It's not sealed. It's not sealed to a great extent. So I would totally solve that if I was Tesla. But the panel gaps in the front, you can see it's pretty consistent. So no panel gap issues up here. So getting into the front, here's where there's an actual problem. So in here, you can see up here in these, that is rust. That was really stupid of them to not use stainless steel right there, because now there's rust in here. Nothing's breaking because of it, but it's just not optimal. They should have used stainless steel or something for that. Other than that, the front's perfectly fine. So in the trunk, so I have seen people on YouTube under these, there's rust under here too. Trunk seal here, sure, it's not perfect, but again, it doesn't really matter. There's no water leakage or anything like that. In terms of where the roof is sealed, you can see it's not perfectly aligned. Okay, see right there, that little area, when you close the window, and you're on the expressway, there is actually wind noise, and you can push on this and it'll reduce the wind noise. That is kind of a build quality problem. Also, the glove box isn't perfectly aligned. So the last build quality issue would be right here. Hard to see, but it's not consistent across the whole top. I have sat in the back of this car for 3,000 miles on a road trip, and it didn't really bother me because it doesn't really matter. You look at it and you're like, oh, they could have done that better, and then you're just never think of it until you make a YouTube video about it. You can see that right there? That is rust. And when the people were installing the tinted window, they dripped water on there, which I will admit it's completely their fault for putting water on it. But why would they make this out of something that rusts? That's not a good place to cut costs. So now I just want to go over the materials in the vehicle used. So the back of this seat is kind of it's not like a hard plastic, it's kind of like a soft plastic. That's probably throughout the whole car, that's the cheapest material you will feel. And then in the center part of this is the regular seat material. The seat thing is regular material. This is an Alcantara type thing. And then these plastics right here, they are plastics, but they're pretty high quality plastics. So the material around these lights is plastic too, but it's not cheap plastic or anything. Nothing you touch in this car on a regular basis feels cheap. This is technically plastic, but most of the time it feels like metal because it's near the air conditioner vents, so it's gonna feel like metal unless if the air conditioner is turned off. This material right here, it scratches easily, but it feels nice. I'm not exactly sure what it is named. The door handles are actually a lot nicer than people give credit. You can totally open it with one hand. It's metal, and the whole door handle is metal, and I really like that. It just feels really premium. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and use the referral link in the description below.